Shalom and welcome to Cooking with Rabbi Melman as we make latkes. I peeled all the potatoes and now I'm dicing the onions. Very sharp knife. Look at this knife. Very sharp. Okay. Look at this onion. Beautiful onion. Beautiful. Okay, got all the spices here. Delicious. Okay. Don't cut your thumb. That's my rule of thumb. My rule of thumb is not to cut the thumb. That's an easy rule to remember because it has the word thumb in it twice. Okay, now the other onion. Take off the top and the bottom. Peel away the edges. The outside layer. We don't need the outside layer. Some people might like the outside layer. I prefer not to use the outside layer of the onion. That's just my own little shtick. Okay. All right. Now we'll chop it up. And the rule of thumb, don't cut your thumb, whether it's chopping or grating. I've cut myself with a knife on the thumb. I had to get stitches once. I was making a talus, don't ask. And I also cut my thumb in the grater. That was not pleasant. Okay, I got my chopped onions. Okay. And now I'm going to grate the potatoes with my handy grater like Grandma used to use. Remember Grandma? Okay. Don't cut your thumb. First of all, the blood will make it not kosher, and it will be painful. Whichever is reason number one, that's for you to decide. Okay, don't want to get too close to the edge. Speed is okay only at the beginning when the potato's big. When the potato's tiny, then you got to go real slow or be ready to stop. You have to know your limits. You don't want to cut yourself. The rule of thumb, not to cut your thumb or your fingers. Okay, that's 2 down. Here's the third one. Not all cooking shows have the luxury of giving you each potato being grated individually. Don't just say, grate the potatoes, assuming you know how to grate a potato. You might not know how to grate a potato. Somebody has to show you, like this. Okay. And take one more. Well, we'll see. Here's another one. See, I don't use the whole potato because it gets too small. Then you're in danger of cutting yourself. You don't want to hurt yourself. Love your neighbor as yourself. And for your neighbor's benefit, I hope you love yourself. Because it's a very unlucky neighbor if he lives next to somebody who does not love himself, then he won't be treated very nicely. Okay, that's just some wisdom I picked up along the way. I don't know if you've ever had hash browns, but latkes are like hash browns, but in a pancake mode. Okay, you got your, ooh, look at that mountain of potato with the mountain of onions. Okay, and gonna add a couple of eggs. Got my cage-free baby. Cage-free. Okay, got my cup. Got to examine each egg. This is how to make kosher, cooking with kosher eggs. What makes an egg kosher? It has no blood spot. Okay, so we crack the egg. Crack the egg. Come on, Mr. Yolk. All right. It's one egg down. Let's see. Is there a blood spot? Nope. Then we have a kosher egg. One kosher egg coming up, folks. One kosher egg coming up. Da-da-da-da-da. Mix it into the batter. Well, look at that. Beautiful. Let's do it again. Okay. Do we see a blood spot? Nope. Okay. And let's do one more for good luck. As we say in French, I am the French chef. As we say in French, jamais deux sans trois. Never two without three. Okay, no blood spot. Just a little shell, but no blood spot. Okay. All right. Oh. Now we thoroughly wash. Okay, add, wait a second. Add a little matzah meal. Add a little matzah meal. Okay, you don't want to add too much matzah meal or you end up with regular pancakes instead of potato pancakes. Okay, I'm going to thoroughly wash my hands. Happy birthday with soap to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Yisrael. Happy birthday to you. It's my daughter's birthday today, so I'll sing her happy birthday in this cooking show in addition to earlier today. Okay. And now, with clean hands, we mush it all up. Make a little batter. Maybe we'll do it on 2 plates. Get some bowls here. Get some bowls going. Okay, mush it all up. This is fun. Get all the children involved. Let them mush it up with clean hands. Just remove all the sharp implements. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. It's enough to get started. Now we have our oil. And the oil going. I turned it low while I was peeling. Okay. Everybody know Latke from Taxi? It's and Andy Kaufman, the late actor, humorist, comedian. Not everybody got his humor. Some people didn't care for his humor. But anyway, he chose the name Latke in honor of Hanukkah. Okay. Here we go. Yep. Batter up. Let's play baseball. Batter up. Hear that sizzle? Hear the sizzle? Oh, it's my favorite sound, the sizzle. Okay, I got 4 latkes going on here. A couple of minutes each side. You've got to flip it over. I think my dog is waiting for some egg yolk. Why not? Give him a little egg yolk. Okay, raw egg. Make him strong. Strong like Rocky. Rocky running up the steps in Philly. Okay. Yep. He's licking it up. I'll get my spatula ready. Nobody likes a messy stove. I'm going to clean up the stove a little. Make it neater to look at. After all, this is a cooking show. Got to have a nice looking stove. Clean surface area. Very important. Very important. Okay. Again, if you have too many eggs or too much matzo meal, there'll be yellow pancakes. If you're looking for yellow pancakes with the potato flavor, that's fine. But if you're looking for potato pancakes that's brown or with more potato, then you want less, not as many eggs and not as much matzo meal. So you can play with those ratios. Well, it smells right. It smells good. So let me tell you about that miracle of the oil. There's just enough oil, just enough pure oil to last 1 day. And it lasted 8 days. So the miracle wasn't that it lasted 8 days because it was supposed to last 1. So miracle was that it lasted 7 more days. Aha! Also miracle was that they had faith to light it, hoping for the best. Sometimes we're afraid to take the risk because we're too pessimistic. It might not turn out right, whatever it is we're doing, whether it's a Maccabee or whatever. So you got to have faith and believe in yourself and believe in your cause. And believe in the righteousness of your cause, your righteousness, and that Hashem will help you come through If you want to buy a lottery ticket, if you want to win the lottery, you have to buy a ticket. You can't just pray to Hashem for victory and not do your part to put out the money for the ticket. Okay, so it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You can quote me on that. Still needs a little more time, people. Now, one of the fascinating ironies of Hanukkah is that it celebrates the victory of the zealots over the elements of the people that wanted to assimilate. And yet in America today, at least, it's the holiday most observed by every Jew, even the most assimilated Jew. That shows that every Yid, every Jew has a pintle of Yid inside, waiting for the light to flame up. So we have to increase the gas on the burner, or an electric burner, increase the electricity, and get that flame glowing brighter. And that's the beauty of Hanukkah. It appeals to everybody. Everybody likes candles. Okay, another irony is that the descendants of the Maccabees, how should I put it? They hung on to power too long. What do I mean? Well, based on Torah, the political leadership of the people has to go through the tribe of Judah, Yehuda, and through the Davidic line, through the line of King David. So the scepter, according to Jacob's blessing, the scepter shall be through Judah, and the priesthood is of Aaron, of the tribe of Levi. Now the Maccabees, the Hasmoneans, under Mattathias and his sons, Kohanim, not from the Davidic line, not from the tribe of Judah, from the tribe of Levi, they were Kohanim. What are Kohanim? Kohanim are one family of all the Levite families of the whole tribe. It was one of the families was the family of Aaron and his descendants are the Kohanim, the priests. And all right, so they weren't allowed to take on the political leadership. However, in a time of emergency, all these rules go out the window in an emergency, in a crisis, to save Torah, to save the Jewish people. But once the crisis is over, then you have to go back to the way the rules are supposed to be followed. But their children and grandchildren didn't do that. And so they all eventually became corrupted. They lost their way. Instead of being zealous guardians of Torah, they became the most secular and Hellenistic and corrupt. And they were no longer worthy of leadership. And they were all wiped out by King Herod, who himself was not legitimate king. He was an Edomite, not from the lineage of King David. Who was one of the conquered Edomites. Okay, so that's another juicy irony of Hanukkah. All right, this ready to turn over now. Ready to turn over. I like that, the Browning. Mr. Robert Browning. He's a great poet. Give it another minute. Let's sing a couple of Hanukkah songs while we wait. Even if it's not Hanukkah, when you're watching this, it's okay. Just learn the songs. We'll be ready. Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidels to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed their sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed their sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Chanukah, Chanukah, Zivivon Sof Sof, or Chaviv, Misaviv, Gila Yeled Rach. Chanukah, Chanukah, Zivivon Sof Sof, Sof Sof Sof, Sof Sof Sof, Ma Na'im Vatov. I have a little dreidel, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. Dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, and dreidel I shall play. Very nice. These are looking very good. Very good. Anyway, I'm going to stop here, folks, and just let you know this is how we do it. Let's see how beautiful that is. Gorgeous latke, nicely browned, nicely browned. Okay. All right, my friends. Thank you for joining with me on a lovely cooking video. It's been fun, as always. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time on Cooking with Rabbi Melman. Shalom. Cue the music.